everyone. Close. Hang on. How's it going? So I got a itchy eyeball. Right. If you turn your cameras to, so you can leave your cameras on. It's absolutely fine. It helps me to see what you're doing, but you don't have to. And just turn your your microphones to mute, and then I can't hear you. I know nobody else can. Can everyone hear me? If you can't, then, or if you can, wave. You can hear me all right? Yeah, good. Okay, good. Right, let's get cracking. So you're going to need
I might have to. My internet keeps.
Say that again. Can you hear me?
Sorry, my internet keeps lagging, so I might have to go off.
No problem.
Screen.
If it works on your phone, easier, just use your phone, because that can sometimes be easier just to have it on there. But I am recording, so if it doesn't quite work, I will send you the recording so you'll have it later. Hope that helps.
Oh, thank you.
You'll need a cushion or a yoga block with you, so just put that to the side and keep it handy. And let's warm up. We're actually going to warm up on our hands and knees to begin with. Just going to take my socks off because otherwise I'll slip. So just come down to your mat or your carpet, whatever you're using, and let's get moving. So just come down to your hands and knees when you're ready. Knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Relax the neck into a neutral position, so you should be looking just in between your two hands. And then we're just going to start with a cat and cow. So if you just push your toes into the floor as well so that they're not lifted. Drop your tummy, just lift your chin just until it feels comfortable. And then arch your back as hard as you can, look down towards your knees. Good, come through that again. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, look down. One more of those. Try and go past that neutral position. Now push your ears away from your shoulders as you breathe in there. And now breathe out, push the lower back away up towards the ceiling. Good, come back into neutral. Gently, you're going to come back down towards your feet. Let the hands roll in front of you. Forehead down to the floor if you can. Just hold there for one breath. Good, gently come back up into hands and knees. Tummy down. And back. And again. A little bit quicker this time. One more. And up. And then back onto your feet. Let your forehead come down towards the mat. And I want you to try and sweep your hands round so they're either next to your feet or on your heels. Nice deep breath there. Breathe out. Good. Bring your hands back round to the front and up onto your hands and knees. Good. You stay where you are. I'm just going to turn so that you can see what I'm going to do. So your hands are in the same position underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. What you're going to do is you're going to lift up the toes at the back. So your toes are going to be lifted. You're going to take one foot out, doesn't matter which one, so that the inside of your foot is onto the floor or the mat that you've got. And you're just going to push back gently. And then come forward. This is also going to help onto your wrist. You're going to feel a bit of a stretch in the palms of the hands and the back of the wrists. Back you go. Forwards. One more. In. And breathe out. Good. Bring that foot in. Toes still up. Other foot out. Same position. Push back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come forwards just gently until it feels comfortable on your wrists. In again. Should feel a big stretch down the back of your foot as well into your toes. One more. And back. Good. Gently bring that foot in so you're still in your hands and knee position. We're going to take one arm up to the sky. Lift up. If you can, look up towards that hand. Otherwise, look forwards. If you feel any pinches in your shoulders, you need to push those shoulders back, but don't arch the back. So nice twist. You're going to take that hand coming through. And it's going to go through that hand and onto the floor. Try and lay that ear onto the floor. Bottom still high. Push the weight into that shoulder. Bring that through again. Rise up with the hand. And through. Good.
Does it go on?
One more. Breathe in. And breathe out as you come through. Good. Gently back to hands and knees. And we're going to go the other side. So you're going to take the other hand up, breathe in. Thread it through, breathe out. Good. Ear to the floor if you can. Again. And through. Good. Should feel a nice stretch in between those shoulder blades. Last one. Push through. And back you come to hands and knees. Good. Going to walk those fingertips back. Going to take one foot in front. Nice deep lunge. So the knee should be trying to push over that toe. Good. Nice deep lunge. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, try and just push that knee further forwards. The cat's coming in to see you. Hi, dude. Good. Take the fingertips down towards the floor. You can do this if you like. Walk yourself back into a nice hamstring stretch. So just lift up that toe. You can even slide that foot a little bit further forward and push those hips down towards your back foot. What I want you to avoid is this. Okay? So what I want you to do is to just push the chest, you can see from my back, rather than arching the back. I want you to try and push the chest forwards. Good. And you'll feel a really deep stretch in the hamstring. Good. Bend that knee, bring that foot back in line, fingertips forwards. You're going to lift up the toe at the back, come into a big lunge stretch. Put the opposite hand next to that foot like we've done in our warm-ups before. Rainbow that other hand up. Try and look up towards that hand. If that's painful, just look straight forwards. If it's really too painful, you feel like you're going to fall over, look down towards the hand. Good. Rainbow that hand back down. Okay, I'm actually going to switch legs so that you can see what I'm going to do, but you stay in that position. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to turn the back heel in. So we're going to put the weight onto the center of the foot, so that inside of the foot. Front foot is still straight, back foot is flexed forwards, okay? Your hips are forward, so as you turn that foot, I don't want your hips to come this way. I want them to stay over that foot. We're going to come up into warrior one. So gently put all the weight into that front leg. Try not to use your hands to get up, and I want you to try and sweep those hands in a deep breath in. You're not going to see my head now for a little minute, but your hands are up, nice and straight. And then down towards the floor, keep that position. Good, and again, sweep them up. And now as you breathe out, just come down slightly more into that leg. So you're really stretching into that leg and you're going to feel it all in your quads. Okay, now turn yourself so your hands are either side. I'm going to step back just slightly so you can see my head a little bit more. Good, so we're in warrior two position now. What I want you to do is to lean over onto that front knee. The arm comes to rest. Take that hand over, look up to the elbow. Good, bring it back. Keep the legs as they are. Take the other hand, look at the palm. So the palm should be facing you. Look up at the palm. Switch back. Hand down to the knee. Lean over, look up at the elbow. And again back. Look up at the hand. Try and reach back as far as you can. One more. This time, if you can, we're going to stay here. Bring your head facing forwards. Make sure that the shoulders are away from the ears. Now, this might be where you stay. You're going to feel it in the inside of the leg. You might want to then take the elbow off that foot, hand facing the, off the knee, hand facing the foot. You might want to go a bit further. You might want to look up. Stay where it feels good for you, and you're going to take 2 deep breaths there. Good. Your breaths. Bring that hand back to the knee, so the elbow's on the knee, looking up at that shoulder. Back round. This time you're going to windmill your arms all the way down back to the floor. Bring that foot back to rest. Come back into a full plank. Hold. Heart rate should be up, should be a bit warmer now. Hold that position. Good. Gently bring the knees down. Let the toes curl down. and push back into child's pose. Forehead on the floor. Good. Back to hands and knees. So the other leg will come forwards now into that nice deep lunge. So bring the foot forwards and we're going to push into that knee. So you can have your hands on your leg if you want to. Nice deep breath in, rise up, breathe out, push down. You should feel that stretch a little bit more here. Good. Hands down towards the floor. Take the opposite, same hand as the leg, so the opposite hand's on the floor, same hand up, look up towards that hand, nice deep twist stretch, and bring it back down. Push back onto that knee, just doing the other side now, so into that hamstring. Remember that the leg is straight, chest is pushing down towards that leg, and if you want to make it a little bit deeper, you can slide that leg forwards a little bit more, but push back with the hips. Foot is flexed. Good. Now bend that leg, hands down in front, toe up at the back, up you come into that nice deep stretch. Good. Let's do one more twist here. So hand on the floor, bring the hand up to the sky. So your knee is now up. If you feel any twinges in the lower back, just again, bring your head down towards the floor, hand back down. This time I'm going to switch around because otherwise I'm doing the same leg. You stay where you are. So you're in this nice deep stretch. Now, same as last time, twist that foot. So the inside of the foot is facing you, and you're putting all that weight, nice straight leg at the back. Now make sure that you're facing that front leg. You might find that you need to bring this leg out an inch or so, okay? So you've got a little bit more balance. So in that position, we're going to, nice deep breath in, take the hands up, push into that leg, hips forwards. Breathe out, bring the hands down. Good, and again, sweep them up. Push in. Good, and breathe out. This time you're going to take that hips towards me, hands out to the side. So this is warrior two. Bring the elbow down towards the knee. Reach over, look up at the elbow. Good, so you've got a nice line from your hand to your toe. Come back. We're going to lean gently back and look up at the other hand. Good. So that hand's above your forehead. Back down again. Elbow, hand over. Look up towards the inside of the elbow. Switch. Look up. Good. This time we're going to take this a little bit further if you want to. So you're here, looking up, hands over your face. Okay, so just over your head. You want to make that a bit harder? You can take that rested elbow off. So the hand is in front of that front leg. And then you can go down a bit further, stretch up the hand, look up or look down. This is testing your balance as well. So you've got to squeeze that core and you'll feel it in your leg. 2 breaths here. Good. All the way back. Look up at that hand. Now windmill the hands back down to the floor. Turn that toe back to your plank. So sweep that leg back. Tall plank. Hold that plank. Now rock forward on those toes. Good. Downward dog. So we're going to push back into our heels. So your hands are nice and wide at the front of your mat. Your feet are either together or slightly apart. You're going to push your heels down towards the floor, straight legs, bottom up to the ceiling, chest in between the arms. You make a really inverted V. Okay, so nice straight position. Going to come back to your plank. Hold there. You've got 2 options now. You can drop the knees, let the toes come down, and then I want you to gently come down to the tummy. As your tummy hits, lift up into a baby cobra. Good. Then you're going to come back, push your nose along the floor, back into that child's pose. Good. Now bring the nose back along the floor. Bottom hits. Mini cobra or full cobra. Good. Back down. Knees lift the toes, downward dog. Nice, so we're going to do that all again. Come forward into a plank hold. Nice and strong. Going to hold here for this 10 seconds. That should be 2 nice deep breaths. Good. Now, if you want to, you're going to bring the knees down and then the toes flat. Or if you want to make it a bit harder, gently down into a nice crocodile pose. Flatten the legs, flatten the toes, up into a cobra, or half if you need to. Back down, let the nose touch the floor. Push back into child's pose. Release that lower back and the shoulders. Good. Bring the nose back along the floor. Back into a mini cobra. Then I'll look knees, toes, downward dog. Look towards your feet. Good. Right, this time, come forward. High plank. Hold that position. Right, a little bit tougher now. We're going to do some slow mountain climbers. So I'm not moving you from this plank. Hold that plank. So what I want you to do is take your left knee into the chest. Look down into that knee. Now take that foot back. High plank. Right leg in. Try and get your forehead towards that knee. Back to your plank. Hold. In again with the left. Now if you want to make this harder, as you reach out, you're going to take that foot up and down. Good. In with the right leg. Up and down. Good. Hold that plank. One more set. In. Push up. Squeeze away from the head for the toe. Back down. Keep that nice strong position. Knee in. Other side. Up. Down. Hold. And gently come down. Knees and toes first, or you can come all the way. Plank. Mini cobra, toes in, or full cobra. Nose to the floor, push back. Child's pose. And when you get into child's pose, let your forehead touch the floor. Sweep the arms round. Either just hold on to the bottom, the top of your heels, or let the palms sit on the floor. Good. Couple of breaths. Good. Gently bring those hands back forwards, back to your hands and knees. Right, gently, I want you to roll over onto your back, grab your cushion or your block, okay? We're going to come down onto our back and we're going to do a bit of pelvic floor work. Some of you have done this with me before, but you'll enjoy it. Right, take your cushion, put it between the knees, okay? Feet should be nice and close so that you can really squeeze that cushion when you're ready. Okay, so nice and close, about an inch away from each other. Palms down to the floor. Now bring those feet a little bit closer to the bottom so that your heels are as close as they can be to your bum. This is what we're going to do. Catch my breath. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to talk you through it before you do it. Okay, so you're going to come up into a bridge. We're going to squeeze our knees together. So you're going to engage all of those inner thighs. You're going to gently squeeze into the lower abs. So you can see straight away there's no arch. So my could be arched here. That arch goes so that you've got a slight tilt in the pelvis. We're squeezing everything. We're going to come up into a bridge position. Into a bridge position, hands facing the floor, pushing into the palms, and we're actually going to hold our breath. So we're going to hold our breath for 10 seconds. Then we're going to bring it down. And the reason we're going to hold our breath is it's going to engage all of this pelvic floor area. Okay, we wouldn't normally do that. Excuse me. Right, you ready? Right. Push the shoulders into the mat. Push the lower back into the mat. Now squeeze the knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Up you come. Squeeze us with the bottom as well. And hold the breath for 10. Squeeze. Good. Slowly bring it down and take a nice deep breath in. You can bring your knees in if you want to. Little rock from side to side. One more of those, feet down. Squeeze everything, squeeze that cushion as hard as you can. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift up, hold, and hold the breath. Good. Squeeze the bottom. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and let the breath go. Bring the bottom down. Good. Should feel a really big, deep burn in those inner thighs. Okay, we're going to do some raises. This time you're not going to hold your breath, but we're going to breathe in on the way up. So breathe in, take the bottom up, squeeze, hold for 4, and breathe out. Good. Again, breathe in, squeeze everything, and breathe out. And again, breathe in. Now take the tongue off the roof of your mouth, relax your shoulders, and breathe out. One more. Breathe in, hold, squeeze, and breathe out. Good. Take the cushion out between your legs for a minute and just hug your knees, rock from side to side. Okay, another little tester on the pelvic floor. Gently roll to the side. You're going to come back to your hands and knees. You're going to take that cushion, put it between the legs, so between the knees again. Uncurl the toes, hands underneath the shoulders. I know we've worked a lot on the wrists, but I will try and warm them down. So just be careful of your wrists if they're a bit weak. Right, bring your feet to, as close as they can be together so that you can really squeeze that cushion with your inner thighs. You're going to come up in a bear plank hold, 20 seconds. You do 20 seconds. 3, 2, lift the knees just off the mat. Squeeze. So your knee should be about an inch off. Now squeeze into that cushion. Good. Halfway. Nice flat back. 3, 2, now don't let those knees thump to the floor, gently bring them down, uncurl the toes, sit back for a second. Depending on how big your pillow is, this is either comfy or not. Good, come back up, hands and knees, uncurl the toes, feet are close together, just so I'm going to bring my cushion up a bit, just so that you can see how high my knees go, I think. Can you see that? So you're really looking for, it's my shadows, you're really looking for the knees just to hover, okay? Just to hover, just above the ground. Squeeze that cushion, feet together, toes up, 3, 2, squeeze. Hold that position. Good, squeeze the abs. Now squeeze that cushion even more with the ankle bones and the knee bones. Good, halfway, come on. Rock forwards a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Down you come, relax the toes, back you want go if you want to. You can relax those wrists for a second, give them a little roll. 2 more of those. Here we go. Toes up, squeeze, lift. As close to the ground as you can get so that you're in a nice hover. Good position, guys. Come on. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze it. 2. Down. Good. Relax the toes. Relax the elbows. Just give those wrists a little roll. 1 more. The cat's really enjoying this one. She's really working hard there. Right, toes up. Ready to squeeze. 3, 2, up. Squeeze everything. Front of the thighs, inner thighs. Come on. Good, don't let that tummy drop. 10 more seconds, come on. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, down you come, good. Just take that pillow out for a second. Come back onto your elbows, onto your forehead. Take the hands back round, give those hands a little roll around. In and out. Nice breath. Good. Come back down onto your bottom. Last couple of exercises and then I'll let you relax, I promise. Right, take your cushion or your block, doesn't matter which one it is. You're gonna hold it away from you, come down, roll down onto your back. Okay, so exercise number 1, you're gonna take the cushion. Actually, should we hold the cushion like that? That would be better. So hold the cushion like that or your block so that it's rectangular away from you. Okay, all you want to do, knees above the hips. So already you have to engage those lower abs, okay? They're not here, that's not doing anything. They're either above your hips or slightly away. So immediately you have to push your lower back in to get that pelvis up off the floor. Okay, you're going to take the cushion over your head, relax your shoulders, bring it up towards the knees. Good. Back. Should be squeezing those abs. Forwards. Good. Can you make it a bit harder? Toes towards the floor as your hands come back. Good. In. Back to those knees. Good. Toes and feet away. Sorry, toes and hands away. In. Keep going. Come on. Back. Can you extend the legs? In. Good. Back. So you're just hovering that cushion just off the floor or the block just off the floor. In. You've got to keep engaging those lower abs. Let's do 4 more. Out. Nice and slow. Come on. In. Good. Again. Out. And in. Good. One more time. 2 more times. Out. In. Should be breathing in as you bring the hands back. Breathe out as you go out. And in. Good. Just relax. Bring the feet down towards the floor. You can hug your knees if you want to and just give that lower back a little rest. A little bit of a roll. Okay, last one. Bit more difficult. Same sort of exercise. So now we've got that routine. What you're going to do is you're going to take the cushion up or the block up away from you. I'm going to show you quickly. Toes either can start on the floor or knees as they were, so toes are up. You're going to take out like we did. Just hold it like that. In, straight legs, cushion. Take the cushion into your feet. Okay, so you've got to do that position first. Then you do the same. Out, in. So you've got to squeeze those inner thighs as you bring those legs down. Okay, right, we're ready? Cushion up. Knees up. Engage the abs. So squeeze that pelvis up a little bit. Good. Take the cushion towards your feet. So nice straight legs if you can. Take the cushion into your feet. Hands and feet away as far as you can. Good. Don't let them touch the floor. Bring them back. Cushion to the hands. Away you go. Now you might only get to here, and that's fine. Back in again. Switch. Away. Good. Really squeeze that position as you get down there. Hollow hold. In. Good. Away again. Up. Really squeeze that pelvis in. Back. Oh, nearly there. Up. One more. Last one. Out. Take it up. And relax. Well done. Good. Just hug those knees for me. And rock from side to side. You might want to push the knees away. Pull them in one way. And then the other way. Good. A little twist on your lower back now, just before we do our last exercise, before we finish. I might hit the cat. So, arms out to the side, feet in. We're just going to do a nice twist. You might want to use your cushion if you can't get your knees all the way down towards the floor. You might not need to. What you're going to do is you're going to take your feet up into your toes. Take the knees to one side. Try and get them to the floor. Okay? My feet are on the cat. Now, head goes the other way. Now, if you want to make this a bit more intense, I've got to move my foot, sorry, because I'm going to hit the cat. If you want to make this a bit more intense, take the top foot and let that just rest on the top leg. But I want you to try and keep the shoulders on the floor. Okay, you might even want to bring that top foot up towards the opposite hand. Big stretch. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. Bend that leg if you haven't already. Bring them back up to the center. Over the other side. Good. Move across a bit. Looking over the opposite arm, you might want to take that front foot up. You might want to grab hold of the toe and relax. So breathe in here, but try and make sure that both shoulders are on the floor. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. Bring those feet back. Back to the center. Feet to the floor. I don't know if you can see me. I'm just going to come back this way up here. Good. Last little bit, little bridge stretch, and a little bit of a workout. So there's two options here, and for free, you can come up to a shoulder stand if you know how to do that. So what you're going to do is hands down by your hips. You might want to take your cushion and have that under the top of the back, or your yoga block as well, just to give you a bit more support, because you're going to come up to your toes and hold that bridge position. If you know, if you want to, you can then bring it into I'm going to take this away, into a knee position where you bring your knees just into your chest. Hands are still back. If you want to, you can give your back a little hold. And if you know how to do it and you want to come up to a little shoulder stand, just to release that back. And then you might want to bring the hands down. But then slowly bring the knees back towards the chest. Roll that down. Back to your bridge position. Squeeze up. And down. Good. Just gently let your legs come down. You're going to take a nice deep breath. Stretch up. Reach above your head. Now push them over your toes. And breathe out. Let them come back down towards your thighs. One more of those. Breathe in. Deep stretch. Good. And bring the hands down. If you're a little bit sweaty or if you're a little bit cold now, this is the moment when you can just put on another jumper or some socks and just relax the whole body. So what I want you to do is to just roll the shoulders back, relax into the floor. If it feels more comfortable to bring the soles of the feet together, because sometimes that can release the lower back, feel free to do that. You're just going to have a couple of minutes, or as long as you want, of relaxation. So what I want you to do is a quick breath exercise, well, slow. What you're going to do is you're going to breathe in for 7, you're going to hold for 4, and you're going to breathe out for 8. Okay, so let's breathe in together. Breathe in for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carry on at your speed. Breathing in for 7. Hold for 4. And breathe out for 8. And again, in for 7. Hold for 4. And breathe out for 8. Relax the shoulders. Take the tongue off the roof of the mouth. In again for 7 when you're ready. Keep the eyes closed. Hold for 4. And breathe out for 8. I'm going to let you carry on doing that breath exercise for as long as you want. And I'm going to sign off. Enjoy, everyone. Night night.